Hey, everybody, welcome to another edition of NasCard Radio. This is episode 219 of NasCard Radio, where trading cards and racing meet. I'm your pal Val. With me is the man, the myth, the legend, PSA, and White Castle Hall of Famer, Logan. Logan, how are you tonight?
Well, I think I'm feeling like I'm in a Ryder kerfuffle.
All right. I hate when it happens.
Yeah, it was bad on the Formula One race when it happened too.
Y- yes. We'll talk about that in a minute here, but want to thank our sponsor, Panini America. And we got a great show for everybody today. We got a recap of the Formula Formula One race, and we're going to check in on the current offerings from the auto racing industry there from the cards, and we will, I guess, talk review Toni Breidinger's first cards.
Yep, since
And
she's heading into trucks this year full time.
yeah, should be in trucks next year in 2025, right?
Hmm.
And then we'll finish the show with King's Court, and then whatever else. We'll talk about next week's live show and whatever
Merch
else.
store, you name it. We got all kinds of crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the current offerings, and then also last week's uh, tops now F1, and we'll check in on those print runs. So
Yeah,
a lot going on.
and it's surprising to me as well.
Yeah, I did a double take when I saw that, so
Did you go kind of go?
I did. I was like, what? Anyway, okay. So also welcome new YouTube subscriber, uh, Gerling Hughey. Welcome.
Yes, welcome.
Yes. And then our shout outs to Scott Boys, Chase Blaylock, Kyle Katz, Robbie's Hobbies, Jason Freeman, Dylan 311, and Beans Ball Card Blog for the YouTube and Rumble comments. We read them, so please leave them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, anything else we got going on here? All the housekeeping to the racing recap.
Go for it.
All right, we had one race left for 2024 in and it was in F1. That was the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and that was December 8th, Sunday. Yas Marina Circuit, and Lando Norris was our big winner. Um, that was an interesting race there. I guess Max wasn't going to give any, and Oscar Piastri wasn't going to give any either, and
And we had a Ryder kerfuffle.
they sure did. I think Max got the better of it, I guess you would say, because when he spun kind of straight, even though he had to get a 10-second penalty or whatever it was. But uh, but Lando, I guess, was a big winner. He finished the season with 4 wins now, which I'm really impressed. I don't think I had that on my bingo card.
We had three.
He had what?
We had three. Our prediction at the beginning of the year was three.
Did we? Okay.
Yes. So he exceeded our expectations, which I'm glad. It's been a great F1 season. But anyway, keep going.
Right. The big surprise, I think, was Sergio Perez. I couldn't believe he didn't win any races this year, so I don't think he's going to be out. But that's going to be interesting too next year with Lewis Hamilton in a Ferrari car. So
Yes.
that's one of those. Everybody's so used to seeing somebody. I don't know, like in baseball, whatever. You have a player who was on a team for a really long time, and then they move over to this other team. It doesn't look
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So
Kind
we'll
of like
see.
Pete Rose when he moved from the Reds to the Phillies. Yeah.
Yeah, or Gretzky when he left the Edmonton. But let's see. So Lando's cards. We talked about them a few times this year. Let me find that slide. I know I got it. I know I got it. There it is. Nope, wrong person.
Hmm.
There it is. Oh my goodness, I don't have his checklist up. All right, so we know it's in 2020, and let me find that real quick. Give me one. There it is. Yeah. So in 2020, he has 241 cards. So he has the 2020 Topps Chrome Formula One. There's 6 cards and an image variation for him. He's in the 1954 World of Wheels. And in the Chrome Formula One, all the different parallels. So he's going to have 6 cards and image variations for all of those. And also for the Chrome Sapphire Edition. Same same deal for that. It's also in the 2020 Topps Dynasty Formula One. That's the super high end with all the autographs and relics in there. Also in 2020 Topps F1 official stickers. There's 10 stickers of Lando in 2020 and Turbo Attacks also in 2020. 9 cards there as well.
His uniform kind of reminds me of like he could be one of the Riddler's henchmen.
I don't know about that.
Dun, 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 dun.
I don't know about that. But anyway, so he's definitely on the uptick, I think, coming into next year. So McLaren
Yeah,
and Oscar Piastri as well. So we had that little, I don't say, little skirmish there, I guess, between the teams there when he had to fall back and let Oscar Piastri win and all that good jazz. But it seems like that didn't really cause any rift in on the team. So
yeah, and of course McLaren won the manufacturers championship or the constructors. I'm talking in NASCAR lingo when I say that, but the constructors. I'm going to use air quotes. And so I think he's a legitimate contender next year for the championship. I think he's going to give Max a run for his money.
yeah, that was a good call out with the McLaren winning constructors championship. Um, yeah, I don't know what's going on with F1. I mean F1 there with Red Bull there with Sergio. He didn't uphold his part of the side there, but it's gonna be interesting with Ferrari if they can give McLaren a run for the money. I don't know if they can put somebody in Red Bull in the Red Bull, that could compete with that. I don't know. Who can they pick up that's free that's gonna rival um, the caliber of drivers, those two other teams, right? Red Bull, Mercedes, Ferrari, McLaren. I guess those other three, they're all
Right.
pretty heavy. Uh, heavy. The teams are loaded with either driver could win. I guess
Yes.
is what I'm saying. So yeah, so that's it for the season for F1. Even though it was kind of anticlimactic with Max winning 3 races ago, but
Yeah. Still, but yeah, it was a good season. It was nice to see more parity in Formula One instead of one guy going out and winning, 95% of the races.
well, in that season, yeah, they both won. I mean, Red Bull won like so much of the season, and Max alone, I think, was 70, almost 80%. So yeah, uh, so what a difference a year makes, right?
Yeah.
From massive domination to a better parity, I guess. So better product.
Well, you know what happened? Bill Belichick was standing in the stands and he was taking pictures of Red Bull and giving it to McLaren.
It's funny you mention that because everybody's talking about Belichick here in the Carolinas coming to UNC. So
Oh boy. Anyway, that's a story for another day.
you're right. That's out of the scope of this episode. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's it for racing recap. We're kind of done here until Daytona.
Yeah, it's been a fun season. I mean, I've enjoyed all the different series and all the different races. It's been a great time. So sad to see it go, but it's nice to kind of have some downtime and kind of chill until February.
Speaking of, we talked about last week. So Paddock Pass is still set for the 13th, right? We're recording Wednesday, so the end of this week it should be out, and Prism is still set for the middle of January.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad about that, but I get it. We know why. So
Yeah.
anyway,
All right. What else we got? Okay, so the current offerings. Let's dive into the current. And let me present, share screen. All right. Let me see when it comes through. Okay, so the current offerings for this is for Qatar. Uh, the we have gold versions here for Yanu and Verstappen for his ninth. That was the win that he won what was it, 2 weeks ago, or whatever it was.
yep,
So those are out there and they're available to the 16th. So what's that? Monday. So it's
yeah.
set for
So
Monday, but we want to check out the archive. So before we do that, we saw some bounties on the the Maxx card with the auto, and so our print runs here. Where we got 72. Okay, so we're going backwards there. I was really surprised with print run for like 75, 13, 55, 1096 for card 74, 1026, 1026, 2648, and that was for the Formula One World Championship for stopping becoming a fourth time. And then we had the Formula One Drivers World Championship also, and that's one with the auto, and it had a print run of only 9,551. I thought this was going to break 20, 30, 40,000.
yeah, I was thinking over 50,000. I thought for sure that people were just going to go just crazy over this.
Same here. And like I was saying, I saw that I think was it F1 P1 Castle had a $10,000 bounty on the auto alone.
Well, looking at that, I have a 1 in 955 chance of winning that card.
That's
I'll take
great.
I'll take those odds. I bought a 10 pack. I they got me. I did it. I said, "What the heck? You can't win if you don't play." And that's what this is. It's nothing but a lottery, pure and simple.
Well, we'll have to see. I'm rooting for you. We'll see.
Yeah, if I win it, we're going to Daytona. I'm selling that thing, and we're going to Daytona.
There you go.
Me, you, Tyler, and we're all going.
Awesome. So that's the tops now F1 offering and the archive. Nothing going on with Panini Instant and Parkside. Nothing going on over there other than what I showed last week with the stocking, three hangers, and Santa Claus card sticker, and then I guess it's reindeer as well. And I think it was like $40 or something. So that's still available.
Cool. Yeah. Again, I'm surprised about the print run of that card. I had it over 50,000 easy because I just know how people go with that kind of stuff, especially But that's kind of telling in a way about the F1 market. Think about it. Just that's
I
all
don't
I'm gonna
know.
leave it.
Maybe
I'm
it
gonna leave
didn't
it
get
right
enough.
there.
Maybe it didn't get enough press, or folks aren't collecting F1. It's the end of the season. I don't know.
Yeah, I
Like
don't
you
either.
though. I expected 30, 40, 50,000. I thought for sure.
Yeah, I was too. I was expecting a huge number, easily five figures. I wouldn't. I didn't expect it to be just a four-figure number. Wow. But hey, I'll take that because, like I said, 1 in 955.
Yeah,
You never know.
I guess folks who bought a few thousand cards trying to get the parallels, and there's some folks that do that, right? They buy 1,000 cards, whatever, going after the parallels, and
Yeah, and that's something else too. I mean, I could get one of the parallels too. You never know. And
you,
there's an image variation too as well.
yeah. So those actually, it's because you figure there's a out of 99, I don't know if it was 5 or 10, and then a 101, and then the other 101. So it could be, I don't know, it was a few, it was 100, a little over 100 that are going to be randomly inserted into that print run. So
Yeah, so you never know, man. Yeah, I have, as long as it's everything's above board, everything's good with who they just randomly put it in a pack, and then the shipping people grab packs and send them out. I have just as good chances as anybody.
definitely do. So I thought, like I said, that was real interesting. So we'll see where that falls, and if somebody sells it, I'll be watching social media and see who gets it and if they sell it.
Well, if you've got some other cards that are going for big numbers, I think that card is worth more than 10,000. But that's just me.
I would agree with that. I mean, because it's a 101, it's the four-time champion auto. Assume it's gonna be on card. That I mean, we saw what the Lewis Hamilton 101 went for. So
Yeah,
or,
we're actually going to talk about that in
yeah,
Team
we will
Sport.
talk about that. So yeah, I think it's easy 20, 30, 40,000, maybe more. I'm the last person to probably uh price Formula 1, but cuz it's all over the all over the road.
I'll be sending it to Golden. I'm not selling it to P1 Castle or any of these bounty hunters.
You send it to PSA and then send
I'll
it
send
to
it to PSA and then and then let Golden handle it.
there you go. Sounds like Logan's already got his plan in place. And I guess that's what you should, right? Or have a plan in place.
Just like if you win the lottery, have a plan in place to contact your accountant and lawyers and all those things before you even announce it. Hey, I won $1 bazillion. Yeah, yeah, because you're going to have the vultures circling around trying to get money from you. So anyway,
Anyway, all right. All right, moving on. I think Toni Breidinger.
Tony B.
Yeah, so she's running trucks full time next year. And I think you had said, I don't remember if you said how many truck races she's done so far this year
Well, I think
or
in the last few,
career so far.
yeah, I think it's four that
Okay.
she's done in the last couple of years.
Yeah, I would have thought she would have done more with all the press. So she gets a lot of coverage for that, and I think she's going to be currently the only female in the NASCAR three divisions there that unless I'm forgetting somebody.
No, I mean,
It's
Natalie
now
Decker is going to have a baby, and we all know where Haley's gone to baby IndyCar, and let's see. I mean, who else? I mean, she's it.
I think she's it. So I think she's going to get a lot of press, and hopefully she has some good equipment and runs well. If she does, there will be a lot of buzz.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, she's already got a huge social media following as it is anyway.
Right, and all the sponsors that sponsor her, that we'll see if they get a bump or not. But 2022, she has cards in Dunruss. I'll start with the upper left there. That's the rated rookie for her, and then also the signature series in Dunruss, and also in Dunruss Optic and Optic signatures. And I definitely want to call out the Optic Pulse Gold Pulsar. This is not the gold numbered out of 10, but this is the gold Pulsar. These, if you remember, we kind of got tipped off about these. These were mistakes. These were supposed to be the green, but the printer messed up the what number is it? It's the I always forget the name. Starts with
Uh,
a P or something.
yeah, I can't think of it either
Um,
right now.
but they messed up the image numbers for it, and we got this yellow. And Panini had them wrapped up and not destroyed, and then they were put into like 3 or 4 card packs. Those were given out at what was that show in Vegas? I think it was. So they're not through the normal distribution channel. So they're a little tougher to find. So
Yeah, they are. And those are the cards that Joey Logano has a case of sitting in a closet somewhere.
Oh, that's right.
it's
That's right.
by the way, it's Pantone.
Thank you.
They
The
reversed
Pantone.
the Pantone numbers, and they got printed in that yellow instead of the green.
Yeah, so Joey Logano sitting on a case of those silver packs.
Yeah, Joey, get with the program for crying out loud.
So that one I want to call out is a little tougher to find than some of these other ones. So, but continue on. Also in 2022 Chronicles, a lot of the different sets inside of Chronicles with your base Chronicles and Chronicles autographs, Clear Vision, Clearly Donruss, Magnitude, Obsidian, and Obsidian. That's the one that's in the middle to the right. She has two cards there. The one that's her standing, and then also the car. So I'm not sure why they did that in Obsidian, but there's a car card in Obsidian, and then also Obsidian signatures, and then her auto is Tony B. So and then Spectra. Moving over to 2022 Panini Prism, the card there, Instant Impact, and which is an insert, and the future is so bright, and stained glass as well,
Oh yeah,
and signatures in 2022 Panini Prism with the spotlight signatures and regular silver prism signatures, and last but not least, the 2022 Panini National Treasures. I think they try to figure out Panini a fair way to put her in, in a lot of different stuff in National Treasures with card 115. There's dual autographs with Haley Deegan and Toni Breidinger. That's pretty cool. The fast lane, qualifying marks, rising stars, rookie signatures, trackside signatures, and treasured debut. And those are like 10 serial number to 10 or less with a lot of
right.
those subsets. So there's even though she's in a lot of those different subsets in National Treasures, there are not a lot of them.
Yeah, you know, I think she's dedicated. I think even though she's a also a Victoria's Secret model, I think she's putting her stock car slash truck racing career ahead of the modeling, which that tells you to me that tells you that she is very motivated to win, and I like to see that. You don't see her out on social media. At least I don't see her on social media. Trying to sell George Foreman grills or whatever. She's trying to sell. She doesn't do that. She's not like what Haley was doing. So I think she's focused on her racing career, and maybe that's gonna. I'm hoping that's gonna pay off.
Yeah, we'll see. I was laughing because it's like I remember her pushing the grill and maybe the 4x4s and Ford cars and all the other stuff. But yeah. But anyway, we wanted to just review her checklist, her first cards, for those that were interested. So
Interesting fact. Did you know that she has a twin sister?
I did not.
Who knew she has a twin sister? Her name is Annie Breidinger.
I would have
So
thought with all the social media and publicity and stuff that would have been big news, but I guess
I didn't know it till I read her Wikipedia page earlier today. I went, whoa! It's kind of like they could do a double mint gum commercial. For those of you who are old enough to know what we're talking about,
yeah. So I guess she doesn't do auto racing.
I'm not sure what she does. It didn't say, but apparently she hasn't had the success that Toni has had. So there could be some sibling rivalry there. Marsha. You never know.
Well, we know just because, yeah, the family members who've gotten into racing and somebody makes it and the others don't make it as far or even make it. So
Yeah, look at Carrie Earnhardt and Dale Earnhardt Jr.
I just all you got to do is look through a bunch of the late '90s, early 2000s sets. I'm thinking of Jared and there's a few others in there. go through the 2000, what is it, Young Lions or whatever. So
Yeah, like Jason Jarrett. Is that who you're thinking
I
about?
think so. Yeah.
Right. And then of
Yeah.
course Coy Gibbs wasn't in that set, but he's another one that they tried. It just didn't work out for them.
We talk about it. It's really hard. You have to really kind of all the planets have to align for you. You have to have first you have to have the ability, and then you also need the car, equipment, sponsor, crew chief, a spotter. There's a lot that goes in it, and the pit crew.
Yeah, there is. I mean, I'm sure there's been a lot of drivers over the years that have ran for lesser teams in Cup that have had equal talent to some of the big names, but never got the chance to showcase that. So who knows what could have been, you know?
Right. All right. I think that's all I have. So next week we're gonna do live show
Yep.
on what I say it was December 19th, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yes, it's on a Thursday night, Thursday the 19th. So we're not mucking up people's Friday nights going out to eat holiday stuff. So we're going to do it on a Thursday night. It's going to be like Val said, it's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern time, 7 o'clock for me. We are going to have giveaways. I can tell you one of the things I'm going to be giving away right now is this Crisco set. It's going to
Ooh.
have a Dale Earnhardt Senior 89 Maxx Crisco card in there. So
Well, one of the ones I have is the Kevin Harvick, future Hall of Famer. Um, I say it's numbered out of something. I want to say
it's a
49.
quad mem card.
It's a quad mem auto, and it is numbered out of 49. So
So we will be giving these things away on the show. We'll be doing like we did last year. I'll have my random.org and I'll be keeping track of all the people that come on to the show and make a comment. You're going to have to make a comment so I know you're there. So
yeah,
that's what we're going to, of course, you can win only once.
you can come on the show. You can be in the comments. So we'll have to find some. I'll have to look through the my prize closet for some F1 stuff as well as NASCAR stuff. So yeah, we'll have a few some blasters and other stuff. So
Yeah, it'll be our Christmas extravaganza.
yeah, we'll speaking of,
Be
I
there or be square.
and a plug for the merch shop. I got my
Oh, look at that.
ornament, and it is actually I thought like that one time I got it, it was metal, but this year it's we can't really hear a ding, but
Porcelain.
it's yeah. I was really surprised. I was expecting the metal, so this is cool. It has that like a poker chip feel, you know.
That's cool, man. See, look at that. He got his. You could get yours too.
Yeah. So the NasCard Radio, and then King's Court, and the We Love Gold,
Hashtag we love gold.
and 2024.
Yeah, it's a dated ornament. So just think how nice your tree would look. I think Mario Andretti would love to have one of these on his tree. Oh, speaking of that, I didn't tell you. I don't know if you saw on Twitter where Mario Andretti tweeted a picture of his Christmas tree, which was beautiful, and his family. And then he said, everybody show pictures of your tree. So I showed a picture of my tree. And I actually got a comment back from him today saying he said it was a beautiful tree and Merry Christmas to me and my family. So, but he also follows me, by the way.
That's awesome.
So, but that was cool when I saw him comment. I'm like, I love you, Mario. You're so damn cool. He's a national treasure.
He sure is. He sure is. That's awesome. Yeah. So the Zazzle shop's up.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's zazzle.com/store/NasCardRadio.
all right. Oh yeah, here it is right here.
There you go. It's that easy.
Is
So
that easy?
go buy your merch today. We got t-shirts, we got hats, we've got pillows, we've got keychains, we've got everything.
You have socks?
We have socks. Socks that don't suck except for the King NASCAR ones.
All right. Anything else before we go to King's Court?
um, I guess if we want to talk about the Racing Card Hall of Fame real quick, I guess we can do that real quick.
Sure.
All right. We, of course, December 4th, that was the last day we were taking nominations for the 2025 class. So we've got everybody's nominations. We are compiling that right now. I've got an email out with a spreadsheet out to all the committee members. There's five guys out there. I'm just a regular guy, just trying to keep track of all this stuff. But anyway, we're finalizing that list. We will gather images, and we will be creating the website. And I think it's January 3rd is when the actual voting starts for the 2025 class of the Racing Card Hall of Fame. So we're working on it. We'll be working on it, during the Christmas holiday break. But that's where we stand, and I appreciate everyone who nominated cards. I appreciate that very much. And there were some cool cards in there. There's some cards I had forgot about. There's some cards that I didn't know about, and there's some cards that were just plain flat cool.
Yeah, I can't remember how many got rolled over from last year. So when I know I was looking at it, um, looking at the list, that stuff that got rolled over, and then looking for new stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about this, forgot about that, and so
Yeah,
um, you kind of jog your memory from some of the different sets. There's a lot of cool. We've had so many cards since, well, say 1988 at least, every year since 1988, and then we had multiple manufacturers. Then we had some vintage stuff as well in there. So there's a lot of cards.
it is a lot of cards, and there's going to be 40 cards on the ballot. And the way it worked last year, since last year was the inaugural year, we had 40 cards on the ballot. 10 got voted in. The bottom 10 that received the least amount of votes, we took those out completely and left the middle 20. So we already have 20 to start with, and we'll be adding 20 new ones. And that's not saying that some of the ones from last year will be in this list, because you can renominate them. So we'll have 20 new cards in the voting ballot this year. So it's gonna be fun. Can't wait. We got to get it all together.
Looking forward to it. See how many are in your collection.
Yeah, there's a few from last year's class I don't have. Well, there's one I know for sure I don't have. So
Same here. All right, is that it? Ready for King's Court? Anything else?
let's see, merch store, Racing Car Hall of Fame, A1 sauce. Yeah, I think that's it.
All right, here we go.
Okay, we got a pretty cool King's Court this week. My hair has gotten funky with this hat here. All right, so this week's King's Court, honorable mention number 1. This is on the 10th of December. Kyle Larson, Rising Stars, autographed rookie card, NASCAR, number 85 of 125. They were asking $249.99 for this card, Val. I think you know what happened.
We got a click.
We got a click.
Wow.
And somebody bought it for $249.99. Man, I bet they saw that and went, holy smokes, that's number 85 of 125. You just don't see those cars pop up very often.
No, you don't. This off-season is a good time to get some stuff. So,
oh, no doubt, that's a cool card. I love the cut signature in there. It's in the little window. I think those cars look so cool. I love things like that.
yeah, it's offset. You can kind of see the shadow box zoomed in there. Yeah, so it's a thick card.
If we only knew back then what we know now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a great card, man. If you've got that in your collection now from getting this, you did good.
Rising Stars.
All right. So next up, honorable mention number 2. This is on the 5th of December. It's a 2019 Panini Prime Kevin Harvick Jumbo Patch Fire Suit Race Used Freak Fast, which I think it means Freaky Fast, but Freak Fast. It's a 1 of 1. And it looks like it messed you up, didn't it?
It sure did.
Dang it. But anyway, it's a card that it's got freak fast. It's, they cut off the Y, I guess, in freaky. But they were asking $2.99 for this card, and they went click and bought it now for $2.99. You gonna see if
I'm
you can
looking.
find it?
Yeah, I think I found it.
Yeah, crazy eBay. Your
Oh, that's
computer's
pretty cool.
your computer's as fast as mine.
Oh, I came opening another window. All right. It opened in another window, and so I can zoom in, but I'm not gonna. It's too much to do all that stuff. But okay, there you go. So yeah, the freak fast. It's a nice big jumbo patch.
Yeah, that's a cool card. He is a future Hall of Famer. I mean, he will be first ballot in. Is it going to be next year? I guess.
He was out last year, so I think
Yeah,
maybe one more year. I don't know.
yeah. This next year, not the 2025 class, but he'll be in the 2026 class.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, congrats on whoever got that. That's very, very nice.
Let me go back.
Kudos to eBay for jacking us up.
Yeah.
And let's see.
All right.
All
Next
right,
one.
so next up, so our Joker of the week. This was on the 8th of December. Dale Earnhardt Sr. Press Pass Gold signature autograph. 3 signatures total, it says. That's what it says. Because, Abraham Lincoln says everything on the internet is true. But anyway, these 3 cards went out for bidding, and it ended up at $177.55 with 12 bids. Time for some education here, Val.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. All right. How do you want to talk about? So these can I zoom in on one? All right. So these came out in 2003.
Yep.
And these are 10th anniversary, and they are
Yes.
very misleading because we'll use this one as an example. You see the gold border. The regular card is defined by the white border and not framed in the gold. So these are reproductions of original cards, and the giveaway. Uh, the front is kind of deceiving, but if you look at the back, let me zoom in. You can see what the original back looked like here, and where it's
Right.
numbered out of 100, and that you received a Dale Earnhardt 10th anniversary series card, and it was created to commemorate the 10th anniversary of Press Pass. So these are not live autos. It's a reproduction of this one exact card,
Yep.
and it is numbered at a 250 because this is the gold edition of this. So not only did they make these cards, they also made parallels of these cards to make it more confusing. So here's just a regular silver.
Right.
And so then there's the gold version. So these are super confusing, but when you look at, they only show the one back, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah, they
So
only show they only show the one on that one.
yeah. So these were spread across different products in 2003, and like I said, uh, Earnhardt passed away in 2001, and it's like I said, a reproduction of this one particular card for the series, and they have the three of the
Right.
three. So I don't know, was it like 10 or 12 or more of
No,
the
there's a
different
hundred. There's
ones.
100 cards. This was a 100 card set.
Oh wow, okay, and there's not all of them are autographed.
Right.
They're some of them are mem and some of them are regular cards. So having the 3 autos there is super deceiving.
Yes, it is. And I don't think Dale Earnhardt Sr. was driving a DeLorean, so I don't think he went from 2003 or went from 2001 to 2003 and signed these cards.
Exactly. So uh I don't know what the retail for some of these, maybe 10, 15, $20 a piece. So
Yeah,
um,
unfortunately, somebody got taken. I hate to see that. Um, and this is one of the things that we try to do here on NasCard Radio is to, along with having some fun talking about racing cards, is to educate folks. And this is one of those times where you can look at these cards and learn something from these cards. I remember several years ago, a friend of ours at the National. I just happened to. I think it was fate. I rolled up on him at the exact right time. He was working on a deal with a guy with one of these cards like this that has the autograph on it, and the guy selling it, I think he legitimately thought it was an autograph, and the guy buying it legitimately thought it was an autograph. So I was standing behind the guy trying to sell it and looking at our friend, and I'm doing like this, don't know. I'm shaking my head, don't buy it. It's not real. And he ended up not buying it. And then when we got done, the dude left because he was wanting a couple $100 for it at that time. And he said, "What's the deal with that?" I said, "That's a reproduction." He goes, "Man, it looks so real." I said, "It does look real. It's very deceiving the way it looks. And it doesn't say anywhere on there that this is a reprint auto, which it probably should have had a disclaimer on there saying that, but it did not." So people, if you see these cards like this and they have, like Val said, the silver or the gold borders, and these are these 10th anniversary cards, these are not live autos. Do not be tricked into that. And I'm pretty sure the seller looked at them and go, "Hey, these are real." And to look at them, you would think that.
Yeah, so it says authenticity guaranteed. So I don't know.
It'll be interesting to see what eBay has to say about that.
Yeah, so the description only says Dale Earnhardt Senior Press Pass Gold PP Signature Autograph.
Yeah,
But
so
the
it's
season is 2003. So
yeah, so you can't. There's no way it can be real just from that aspect alone. So, but yeah, so beware out there, everybody. These are out there, and they're tricky.
yep.
Don't think they're autos, because they are not.
All right.
All right, so moving on. Our Jack of the Week. This is on the 11th of December. It says authenticity guaranteed here. So it's a rare, true rookie card, first print, number 1 of 24, Rajah Caruth Rainbow Prism SGC 10. They were asking $275 for this card, and they accepted a best offer, not far off, $250.
Wow.
It's an SGC 10, so it's a Rajah Rainbow, man.
Sure is.
I love that kid.
It's a good looking card.
It is a good looking card, man. I'm kind of a semi Rajah collector. When I find a deal here and there, I kind of pounce on them. But I don't buy tons of them. But I do like Rajah. I think he's a good kid. I think he's got a bright future. He's associated with Hendrick and Jeffy Poo, so that says a lot for him right there. I think so. I think he's got a bright future. So that's a cool card.
Very nice. All right.
Right, next up, Queen of the Week. This is on the 5th of December, 2024. Donruss, and it just messed you up, didn't it?
Yep.
I'll go ahead and talk about it. It's a 2024 Panini Donruss Racing number 10 Toni Breidinger printing plate, 1 of 1. It says Tricon Garage, but they were asking $150 for this card. And again, like I said, it's a printing plate, but it went for $105. So I think that's not a bad deal for Tony B.
That's the garage one, the Donruss
Yeah,
Racing number 10. Yeah, I found it.
Yeah, it's like I don't know if it's a blue or a black printing plate, but it's pretty cool looking card. Like I said, it's a printing plate. So here we go. There you go. He's got it. It's kind of hard to see, but yes, I guess it's the black. That's what it is.
It's got rounded edges. It's supposed to have rounded edges?
Yeah, they have rounded edges. Don't ask me. Don't ask me how all that happened. So you don't have to worry about ding corners.
I guess not. Like somebody was using it to use it as a screwdriver.
It might be, or trying to open up a door and slide it in
Yeah. Oh wow.
to open
Okay.
up a door. But
All
that's
right.
still pretty cool, man. I thought that was a neat card. It was just coincidental that she was the highest priced female driver.
Yeah.
All right, so next up is our King of the Week. This again was also on. A lot of stuff ended on the 5th of December. 1988 Maxx Charlotte promo number 99 Dale Earnhardt rookie card. PSA 10 NASCAR legend. That's not the right card.
I see that.
The view original listing up there at the top
Oh.
on the blue bar. But they were asking for this card, they were asking $999 for this card. And it ended up going for $875 is what this card, and it's a PSA 10. It's the same card I bought at the National for a substantially lower price from Jeff Wilson. Yeah, that card right there.
Okay.
But it's a real card. It's got Canapolis on it. It doesn't have Canapolis on it. So that's one of the real cards. And again, that's one of the cards that has been faked out there quite often, and there are fakes out there that you must beware of. And the easiest way is to look on the back, like we've said before. If Canapolis is misspelled, which is like LILS instead of LIS, I think, or something. But anyway, it's different. And then there's other ways to detect it, but that's by far the easiest way.
Very nice. And this one for how much? The $9.99.
$875.
$875. Okay.
Yeah, stock up and save.
Nice.
All right, next up is our ace of the week. This is going to be our 1 of 1, and it's somebody we don't normally talk about. This was on the 10th of December. It's a Martin Truex Jr. 2007 Press Pass 4-wide checkered flag 1 of 1, which you just didn't see the 1 of 1s very often. I remember pulling a Jeffy Poo that same year. It was number 24 of 24.
Nice.
One of the best pulls I ever had. Or no, it was 24 something. It wasn't 24, 20. It was number 24 of whatever the run was. I don't remember. But anyway, they were asking $400 for this card. It's a really nice looking card.
Yeah.
I think Press Pass did a great job on those 4-wide cards back then. But anyway, it went for a best offer of $250.
Nice. Yeah. You don't see many of these. Can't tell you the last time I saw one.
Yeah, you don't see 1 of 1 4-wides very often. So somebody pounced on that one. That was, and I think that could be a little bit of a low price for that card, but because he is a former Cup champion, he will be in the Hall of Fame in 2 years from now. So he will be in he'll be in the 27 class. I'm actually doing some Jethro Bodine stuff. I'm counting on my fingers. You just can't see it, but yeah, he's going to be in the Hall. He'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer. He doesn't get. He's kind of like Jimmy. He just doesn't get a lot of hobby love.
He doesn't.
But he's a great driver, great person. But I think it's a cool car because you look, it's got a car cover, sheet metal, a tire, and part of the check. It says checkered flag on it, but I don't. That could be part of because they put the designs on there like they used to put like the 76 logo and all the different things on there. So they could be part of the logo on that checkered flag. But I think now they have Sunoco on there, and so that's what that is probably. That's part of the Sunoco logo to get the 3 colors.
Yep.
But yeah, cool card, man. If you bought it, again, you did good.
Yeah, that's nice.
All right, now we're going to get to the big boy here now. This next one, this is going to be our Baccarat of the week.
And where did this one come from?
Well, let's go ahead and talk about that. That's our Royal Flush of the week. Our Baccarat is the big Lewis Hamilton card.
All right, do you want me to go?
No, just go. We'll okay. That's cool. Whatever you want to do. All right. So yeah, this is our Baccarat of the week. This is on the 8th. At least it was tweeted out on the 8th by Topps. It's a 2020 2020 Topps Chrome F1 Lewis Hamilton Superfractor 1 of 1 autographed card. It's a PSA 8. Guess how much it went for? Like it doesn't say on the screen, but it was $1 million.
Yeah, you got to do the
I'm doing it right now.
Austin
You
Powers.
can't see
Yeah,
it. $1 million.
yeah. Is this the one that we saw? We got that got pulled from, I don't know, Steel City or whatever.
Ah,
It's got to be one of those because they pulled that 101. I remember, all the box breakers were, um, you know, breaking this 2020 Chrome, and you had the Maxx, and of course this one here. But um, I don't know if this is it or not, but it's kind of been sitting out there, and but it went up for sale and broke his, I guess, the record for F1 highest card. I think it was like 900K, and I think that was like a 2006 Fruchera, if I remember right.
now he had another superfractor
Oh,
that
did
was
he?
the different pose.
Oh, and maybe that was the one that got pulled by Steel City. So I don't know where this one came from,
Yeah,
but
that
still,
went for like 900,000 with golden, if I remember
yes, yeah,
correctly.
yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, $1 million. Wow. So the two cards, $1.9 million.
That's. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. It's absurd. It's just to me there is no modern card worth $1 million. I don't care what sport it's in. There is no modern card that they printed that is worth $1 million. It's just an inflated market. But to each his own.
That's not a bad payday for a wax box.
No, if you hit that car, whoever sold that is like, oh, I love it. They're so happy.
Well, I think that's the difference between F1 and NASCAR, right? F1 hobby box could be life changing. If you open a NASCAR box, I don't think it's life changing.
No, it's just fun. Um, but this was actually sold in a private sale by P1 Castle. So it
Okay.
wasn't at any auction house.
Oh, all right.
So
So
apparently they brokered the deal as far as I understand it to be.
very nice.
But yeah, $1 million for a racing trading card. Yeah, of course, that's a new record. Do I think it's worth it? No, I do not think it's worth it. But if you got $1 million and you want to spend it, I'm not going to tell you how to collect or, in this case, possibly invest. But to me, I think it's ridiculous.
Well, it's one thing I always say is with this card, you can start the rainbow.
He can definitely start the rainbow if you can afford $1 million for a Lewis Hamilton trading card. You can definitely afford whatever the heck you want.
Well, now
It's
you got the
it's all
101. You can,
downhill from here.
yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
it's literally all downhill from here. No, there's no other card like it. Man, do I think it's a cool card? Yes. Do I like it? Yes. Is it overpriced? Yes. Because again, I think the F1 market, you can flame me if you want. I think is manipulated and overinflated, and that's in it. We've seen this before with NASCAR, not to this degree, because it's a different time, but we've seen this before with NASCAR and other sports. So it is what it is, man. Whoever got it, we're happy for you, man. If you've got $1 million, throw a couple hundred K mine and Val's way. We'd love you for it.
Amazing. Well,
Yeah,
I guess on one hand, the market's still doing really well.
for the high end stuff is still high end stuff. Okay,
I was just gonna go there. I've said before, the special stuff is still special.
agreed. Yeah, I mean, there's only one of these cards. And again, I like the card. I have nothing against the card. I just don't feel, me personally, that any card from any sport made in 2020 or whatever is worth this kind of money. It's just not. But again, Formula One, there's a lot of rich people that with a lot of money that watch the sport and are fans, and that's cool. I'm glad if you got it. I'm happy for you. I really am. But it's just not for me. Just not my cup of tea.
You're not a buyer.
Yeah. But the seller's going to be real happy. I mean, if you busted that and you got this card, whew, that's a great payday, man.
Mm, yes, sir.
Wow. All right. So enough of that. Lastly, we've got our Royal Flush of the Week. This is our highest priced NASCAR card. It was on the 5th of December. A lot of, like I said, a lot of stuff ended on the 5th of December. But it's a 1994. It says 1994 Maxx Medallion number 9988 Max Redemption Dale Earnhardt rookie cards number 228 of 999, which really it's a thousand. We've said it before, but they were asking $1,600 for this card, and it went for a best offer of $1,350.
All right. And it's got the certificate of authenticity
Yeah, it's got the certificate.
and it's got the letter.
Letter. See, I have one, but mine doesn't have that. So it looks like the seller, whoever sold it, won it. Because there's the registered mail from Maxx. Or no, it's just two. Okay, I guess that's when they sent in the redemption. Yeah.
So this was from 94. The Max Medallion. Yeah. So they are not live. They are, we knew that, redemptions in the 94 Max Medallion.
Yeah. And it's not even graded or anything either. That's just a raw card in one of those weird holders that I don't like, that are hard to get apart.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let me see if I can see the holder here. What's it? Does it say? Max race cards.
Yeah, because Action Pack had the same kind of holder and had Action Pack on theirs.
Okay, I remember them being snap tights because I used to, well, like everybody else, we used to buy them, and they have the little indentions on the left corner, the right, on both sides. You can stack them.
Yeah, yeah, and I've got those 5th anniversary. Yeah, it was the 5th anniversary Action Pack autographs. It's got the 5 cards. It's got like Richard Petty, David Pearson, Benny Parsons, all those. I've got those, and they're in those holders like that from Action Pack, and that you can stack like you're saying. But yeah, that's a super card. It looks great. I would expect it would grade pretty high, 9 or a 10. Corners look pretty good. It looks nice. If it was me, I'd be popping it out and it'd be heading to PSA for sure.
And maybe that's where it's going.
Yep. So maybe we'll find out. So if you won this card, let us know what your plans are. We would love to know. And congratulations, because you have what I would call a NASCAR Glamour card for sure, and it's also on a grail in a lot of lists.
Yeah.
So,
really
so that's it. That's all I got for this week's King's Court.
All right. I guess that's it for this week. Anything else you want? Any hashtags or anything before we're out of here?
Yeah, we can do a few hashtags real quick. We've got hashtag Ty Freaking Gibbs. We haven't mentioned him in a while, I guess since last time. Hashtag It's So Shiny. And hashtag RCHOF for Racing Card Hall of Fame. You can check out the Racing Card Hall of Fame at racingcardhof.com. And last but not least, We Love Gold. Hashtag We Love Gold. There you go. And that's it. That's all I got, man. I'm done.
All right. Well, for me, Logan, thanks for watching, listening on the podcast. We see you. We appreciate it. Tune in next week, next Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, for our holiday wrap-up 2024 extravaganza with some giveaways. Folks can call in, stuff like that. We'll have to get the link out there or in the chat. So, but again, thanks for listening, watching today, and we will see you next week. And have a weekend with no races, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
It's weird, man. Yeah, that's why it's just a perfect time to do our holiday extravaganza.
There you go. So, all right, we're out here.